Oops. Gotta put this shit away. And I roll out the block. Shunk, 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 da da dunk, tunk, da da dunk, da da bump, ba da bump, ba da bum, ba da bum. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. All right, let's put some stuff in the cups. Let me tell you a story about you. My seasoning situation is crazy right now. Welcome to my apartment. Welcome to my. This is dirty. This is all clean. Everything that goes in a very specific place. I don't remember putting on perfume, but I guess I smell like perfume. I'm gonna let this air dry. It's not dry all the way. I just want a boyfriend. Okay, so this guy I met in California before I met Sergio responded to me in a Craigslist ad. Yes, I made another Craigslist ad. I'm bored and I'm lonely. And I feel like Craigslist is the beginning of all my bad adult decisions in life, like, and my childhood decisions. Craigslist is the devil for me. It is like sin incarnate. Like, you know how some people gamble too much? You know how some people drink too much? I Craigslist too much. And by too much, I mean at all. So I got on Craigslist this afternoon and I made a post out in LA just to see who would talk to me. And I got quite a few responses, which is cool. And then a Gary Benson shows up. And I'm like, Gary Benson? That sounds fucking familiar. And lo and behold, it's the guy that I messed with before I met Sergio, who I thought could have been the father of my child. And so he ended up messaging me and then going all crazy and hypersexual on me. Oh no. Look, it melted. Oh my God. Ooh. And there's like nasty stuff in my dishwasher. I don't know what that is. It was in my dishwasher. We're gonna clean that up. It's like, I don't know if it's mold or sludge or what. I can get that out. There's pieces of shrimp in here too. Ugh. I need to clean like everything in. Nasty. It's like food and shit. Ugh. I'm trying to get stuff out. Let me throw this away. This goes to a popsicle thing. So, who's here? Hi guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to my stream. So Gary messaged me. I would read you the text, but they're filthy. It's a lot of send me a picture of your beep, 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 beep. I don't think anybody understands like what it's like to live in Ohio. Imagine that you just can't meet anybody. You can't make friends. You can't meet a man, just somebody to mess with. That is what I'm dealing with right now. And even though I don't need the distractions, it would be nice to have like, you know, I don't get that. And there's something about Ohio that is extremely, I don't think y'all understand how conservative Ohio is. If you are not from here, did not grow up here, they don't like you. It doesn't matter if you're from America. It doesn't matter if you're from the next town over. They don't like you here if you're not their people. And Ohio is one of the worst cliquey places. Even the nerds are cliquey. I can't even make nerdy friends. I can't make black friends. I can't make white friends. I can't make Asian friends. I can't make friends here. As an adult, as a young person, I came here at 15 years of age, and I've not consistent. Like I had friends, but then something would happen, and there'd be this schism, and like we'd go our separate ways. Maybe it was like a life thing. Like you have to remember, if I were to round up all the people I used to fuck with, a lot of them don't have kids. The ones that do have kids are doing too much. The ones that don't have kids aren't doing the same thing. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, And then to meet new people, like, I feel like I don't know. I don't fit in here. I have never fit in Ohio. I feel like I'm going to establish myself and get myself together. I'm going to move, but I certainly am going to seek out other places to find myself because it's just not it here. They say that everybody has a place where they really fit in, right? Like whether it be like star chart shit or whatever. I don't know how that works, but I just feel like I was never meant to be here. I was never meant to be in Ohio. All my traumas are heavily circled here. I don't know what the other word is. Like all the bad shit that has happened to me has been here. And I continue to try to fight through it and be strong and do everything I have to do. But it just constantly happens here. Not that it doesn't happen everywhere else, but it's just like, oh. What are you guys talking about? Sorry, I'm like looking at your Oh, she didn't die. She's not gonna die. I don't know where you would have heard that, but I'm sure she's just probably upset because she's no longer monetized on TikTok all over again. I think she lost her ability to go live or to receive gifts again. I'm not sure. It sounds like she's probably up their ass again trying to figure out this and get all her privileges back. So that's probably all it is. Did I empty that? Okay. Okay, now that my dishwasher is empty. So let's rewind to a year ago when I was in LA. You guys are going to get an exclusive story time because, yeah, it's going to get a little dicey. So if you have kids in the room, I recommend you get them out. This is a adults only story. When I went out to LA, I didn't have any money. I had nowhere to go. I had family in LA, but I wasn't going to go bother them. Broke, taking a trip out there trying to find a job. I don't like taking from people like that. So I was sleeping in Planet Fitnesses. I was sleeping on the beach. I was sleeping outside like I was homeless. And I did that because I was like, oh, I can rough it until I find work. And then once I find work, I'll be cool. Because in my mind, I was like, okay, I can work a fast food job out here and make $20 an hour like it's nothing. I work all hours and then get a hotel room sleep. So I ended up needing like a little help. And I did what I have done in the past, which was sex work. And I ended up meeting this guy named Gary. Gary let me spend the night and we messed around. And he's an older guy. And he either drove around like a particular client who was a celebrity or he lived by a celebrity. I'm not sure. But he definitely had like connections to like a celebrity or two. Not big celebrities, maybe like band members of the bands or whatever. But so I go to his apartment, we mess around, and that's who ended up contacting me today. Mind you, at the time when I told him, hey, I'm pregnant, he was like, oh, I can't have kids. Whatever the fuck that means. Because when men say they can't have kids, I kind of like side-eye them. Of course, we'll never know. I mean, I could get a DNA test on my baby's blanket, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah. So that's all. But I am still trying to like make connections with people. Like I said, I'm willing to even talk to people out of state just because nobody here responds to you. Like, it's something about wherever I'm at, like, there's just nobody. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, even if somebody's single and I get along with them and there's compatibility, like, it just doesn't fucking work. And I don't understand why. Like, And I know some people are like, oh, you need to fix yourself first. Okay, well, fuck that, because I live in Ohio. There's 500-pound people in relationships. There's ugly people in relationships. There's stinky, smelly, stupid, homeless people in relationships. How much of me do I have to fix before I'm considered acceptable to be loved or date or whatever the fuck? So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do whatever I have to do. Like, I take care of myself to an extent, but I'm not going to sit here and like wait till I'm perfect. That's weird. That's fucking weird. When there's people out here who look far worse than I do. And they're in relationships, they're considered acceptable to date, you know? So it's just kind of like, it's not even that I'm being called or told I'm like unattractive, because I'm not, because I am getting hit on, but not like people I want to be hit on by. But it's also just not, I don't know what channels I'm supposed to be doing anymore. Like, I'm 33. I've been on dating websites since I was a teenager. Craigslist or OkCupid. I didn't do Match a lot, but Adult Friend Finder. And like, even though some of those are not really meant for relationships, they're more for sex, they're still ways of meeting people, right? But now it's like, I think the weirdest thing right now for me, and I've said this since I was in my 20s, the guys who are my age that are age appropriate for me to date are somehow unavailable. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I graduated high school at 17. I don't know where they are. Like, I really don't understand where the men my age are. I was born in 1992. I'm 33 this year. I'm not meeting 33-year-old men at all. But when I was like 15, 16, they were everywhere. So I'm sitting here like, where are the men my age today? I'm willing to date a little bit older, but not that much because of the experience I've had with Bruce and other men. I don't know. Dating is frustrating. And it's not even dating that I want at this point. Like, I'm just trying to get some dick. I'm just trying to get like something. Tired of buying sex toys. I don't have the time to go out at night like other people do. I work a night job now. And even when I wasn't working a night job, I wasn't the kind of person to just go out and leave my kid at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not that person. Some women can do that, and that's cool for them, but I gotta have somebody watch my son while I go out clubbing. And normally that's his dad or my mom. So I only choose to go out on weekends when they can have him, which gives me a little bit of a buffer. You know, it prevents me from being the kind of person who's like, out all the time. I'm eating some of my Chinese food, so please don't mind me. It's just hard because, like, I don't understand how to meet anybody anymore. Maybe I never have. I don't know. I mean, other than meeting somebody in real life in person or going online, I don't know how you meet people. I also don't seem to understand like social cues with men, but men are liars and manipulative too. So men either are very direct with me or they're weirdly like passive aggressive. Okay, play a game. I don't know. Which is why I tend to go for like, I don't know what I go for. I don't know. But the guy I liked at work, Oh, thanks. But I do look like a bug, don't I? The guy I liked at work, the one I told you about, I texted him to reach out and say hi. The first thing he says to me, and I don't know if everyone at work told me he's a pathological liar, so, but I'm like, hi, how are you? He's like, oh, I have a girlfriend now. Like, he just made it this whole thing. It was just weird to me. Is that weird to you? Like, if you reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in a while, and the first thing they message you back is, I have a girlfriend now, what would you say? Mind you, I would ask him about it, but I never sat there and was like, I don't know. I think I liked him more than he liked me, but I also never made any intention to like initiate anything. So I don't know. And that's the other problem too with men and me. I never know when it's appropriate to initiate trying to date men. In the past, when I got rejected. I left it alone. You know, I'm not bitter, but damn. The one guy that rejected me, he's dead. Like, I found out on Facebook he died. He's been dead a year. I still want to know what he died from. I don't know. And I would ask his brother, but I don't know if it's like a sore point. I had a crush on his brother too. And he's single now too, but he's never gotten back with anybody. I like him, but I don't know if he's the kind of he would like me back. I don't know. I don't know. Then, anyways, I'm at the point now, again, because I kind of cycle through what I'm looking for. I kind of just want somebody to mess around with and call it a day. No, I'm so tired. This time of day, I'm not really always asleep, but I kind of am, so I might go back to bed here soon. I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, but part of me feels like I could sleep through the night tonight. But my body's still getting used to like being up overnight. It's just when I sleep, that's when my body starts to swell up. And it's raining, so it will really swell up. And like I said, overall, ever since I moved to Ohio, men have been really weird. They just treat me badly. And I know it's not just me, but also it does feel like it's just me because I see other women who look just like me in relationships. Okay, women everywhere in relationships. They may or may not be happy. It doesn't matter, I guess. But I'm just sitting here like, what am I doing wrong? Or it's them. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, that's a problem. Because I've been there and I see how they act. And I'm not going to put up with it. Which is why we go back to just fucking and not being in a relationship. But even just getting to the point of fucking, then it shouldn't be that hard. Like, they're men. But you want the truth? Sorry. What I was saying was, I think these men are gay. I think a huge portion of them are gay. I think all the men born after 1990 are gay. Like all of them. Like all of them. Gay or just can't fucking function in a relationship. Like, I think there are normal men out there, obviously, but like few and far between. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. And you know what's crazier too is like I see couples with like kids who are like Raymond's age. And I forget that they're not older than me anymore. They're probably my age. They look old as fuck though. I don't know. Something about being like me and not being around certain groups of people. I know I sound like I'm rambling. I don't know. I see couples. Like I went to this area called Clintonville yesterday in Columbus. It's like north of Columbus. I went and donated blood to the American Red Cross, which you guys should think about too, because if we're going to go to war, they're going to need our blood. In the area I was in, it was a lot of like couples with like 3 kids. Like it was all white couples with like 3 kids, exactly 3 kids. It was a white man, a white woman, 3 white kids. And I saw multiples of these families with just like that exact demographic. And everyone else was like Asian or Muslim or whatever. So when they saw me, they were just staring like, what the fuck is that? Is that a black? That's the vibe they were giving off. But that's how Ohio is. Ohio's one of those places where if you're black and you go somewhere where there's not a lot of black people, and it's not that Clintonville doesn't have black people. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're not used to black women who aren't Muslim. I don't know. One day I'm going to do like a documentary about Ohio, like, because y'all just don't seem to understand. It's weird here. This is the weirdest place I've ever lived in my fucking life. With weird people and weird issues. I got this food somewhere around noon. It's now 6 hours later. I've not put it in the fridge but once. It's still good to me. Is that MSG? I want to show you guys out the window so bad, but like I don't want to violate my own privacy. That's a weird building over there. I wish there was somewhere I could sit on a rooftop and just chill with somebody. There are places out here, but I'm not about to go downtown and buy something to hang out. I think I might just start I might have to start going to like artsy things, you know, but I've done that and it's like, it doesn't always yield friends. And one thing I've noticed about people out here, they don't go to things alone. They go with groups of other people. They're friends or couples. But how do you meet people if you're not already in a group? So I just don't have friends. I don't let it bother me, but it'd be nice. Like I spent my birthday alone, you know. Went to a concert alone. I do everything alone or with Ray. Yeah, I mean, I'm somewhere in between. I'm not actively choosing to not date. I just don't have a choice. I'm kind of like an incel or a femcel. I'm involuntarily celibate. Because if I had a choice, I'd be fucking. I have no problem with that. And then that kind of leads to the question, like, do you want to, like, find some kind of birth control? Because if and when I do start messing around again, I cannot go through another pregnancy. I'll put this food away before I just make myself sick. Because I'm going to keep grazing it. But I do think I need to consider. I just knocked something over. What the fuck? I heard something down in the fridge, but I don't see it. I love getting Chinese food because there's so many leftovers. Like, I'll be eating that for the next couple of days. So I think I'm going to eat my fortune cookie next. That's not a fortune cookie. I'm just showing you what snacks I got from Dollar Tree. And I got some Harvest tomato basil sweet pea toast thingies. Condoms, but like condoms aren't 100%. Like, I don't want to get pregnant again on purpose, on accident. Like, it was very traumatic losing a baby. And these men are sneaky. Sergio was kind of, I don't know how to put it. He was just manipulative. Like, I don't think he, I'm on mute again. This is my fortune. So I'm hanging out in Raymond's room. I don't know. Right, whatever I need to do. I don't know why, but like his room is always the first room to get put together no matter where I've lived. Like my last apartment, I really didn't have that room together. Small. But I just like hanging out in his room. He's more comfortable and more open. Honestly, I might need to just get myself a twin bed and put my big mattress in the guest room. Because the thing is, I want a tall bed though. If I get a twin bed, it needs to be as tall as the bed I have now. I have a 14-inch frame and a 12-inch mattress. So we're talking about like 26 inches of height from the floor for my bed. And that's without a box spring. Oh. This is such a cute. And then he wants a desk. I'll probably get him a desk and put it over here. That door doesn't go all the way. It doesn't open all the way. I mean, so he can have a little desk and do his homework in his room and give him a little light. That's his like underwear and sock drawer and like personals drawer. That's just extra toys or whatever we need it for. And then of course he has his closet. He's with my mom. My mom wanted him this weekend. It's not even the weekend anymore. I've been writing in my diary. Not a lot. My last entry before today was June 30th. I said I got off work, I slept, I paid my rent, I ate, I did laundry, I watched the most recent Alien movie, relaxing, happy, calm. 2 weeks later, it's been crazy. But I did get another raise. So I'm making $19 an hour now at McDonald's. And to think the very first time I worked at McDonald's, I was probably making like $7 an hour. And now I'm making 19. Like 12 years later. Mm. $14 years later, actually. My hair's grown a lot, y'all. Like, it's like rubber banded back right now, but it's getting there. I mean, I have like my bangs go down to here. All this in the back is like really healthy, honestly. I don't know. When I bleach my hair, it's healthier and it grows faster. I don't know why. It just grows faster when I bleach it. Like, I don't know if it's a chemical reaction or what, but I'm going to keep bleaching it. Some people will be like, oh, it's unhealthy. Like, no, my hair is really actually healthier when I bleach it. When I put bleach in my hair, it's more moisturized and easier to manage. It's almost like putting in a texturizer for me. But Raymond's doing good. He's enrolled in school now. I took care of that. Sometimes I'm surprised at the ease of which I take care of things. Like I get panicky, like, oh no, I have to do this and do that. But once it gets done, we're cool. Maybe it's because I'm older now. I don't know. But I bought this notebook at Dollar Tree, and it's just kind of like to keep me organized. Because I don't have a planner, but I have a calendar, obviously. And then I have my diary. And then this is just going to be like, keep me together. So, stuff like that, like things that are important, just writing things down. Because I do have my phone, but like, I wrote down a list of medical appointments we still need to make. I did go to the doctor. Raymond's been to the doctor, so he just needs to go to the dentist and the eye doctor next. I've already gone to the eye doctor, so next I need to go to the endocrinologist and the OBGYN. Raymond has to go to the dentist. Even though he went through school, he has to go to like a real dentist, which I'm not saying they're not real dentists, but I don't think they are as in depth. And I want to go to a dermatologist for his scar on his face. I want to get that taken off. I need to get my labs done too. And then I want to see a periodontist for this. Because I just really want to keep my teeth together. The older I get, the more I'm like, oh God, I don't want to lose my teeth. So I'm prioritizing all of our doctor's appointments, especially because I don't want my Medicaid cut off, I'm writing down vacation plans. I know I talk about vacation all the fucking time, but I think this is the first time I'm actually going to be able to afford to go on a vacation with Raymond. And then looking for a car. I don't know how I'm going to finance that with my credit, but we'll figure it out. I unlocked my credit report. I had my credit report freezed through Nexus Lexus, but I'm going to unfreeze it, or I tried to. I haven't gotten like a response yet from them. Normally you get a letter. We'll work on that later. But I'm going to continue to try to find some dick, and I will let you guys know if I find some dick and how that goes. Because at this point in my life, like, I really just want a fuck buddy. Like, I don't see a problem with that. That's just who I am. I've never been like a prudish person. I know I have my like little things where people are like, oh, you're very uptight about this, or this. Like, well, when it comes to sex, I'm more like, let's just get it done, let's get it out of the way. Like, let's fuck and then go on with our lives. And even better if I can find a regular fuck buddy that's not like weird, who I can do that with. Like, it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey because the methods that I used to use to find people that have all but disappeared. And like, I really do think a lot of these men are married now that I used to mess around with. And that's made it hard. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just like bizarre. Men are weird, dude. Like, men just like pick and choose when they want to get married. I don't even think they like their wives. It's fucking, because when I watch men, when I watch how they view us, I'm disgusted. Like, and that's why I don't mind having sex versus a relationship, because I'm just like, Y'all are so impersonal. I have watched men be on a dating app and just do this, like scroll through women like it's nothing. I have watched coworkers hit on every single woman at the job and tell all of them that they're special, but not really connect with any of them. It's like it's gross. Just people watching out the window. No, even the customers, like, I don't know. I understand if you're in a player mode or whatever, but like the problem with men is they try to mix romance and pleasure and they don't mix. They don't. You can't be romantic to every woman you meet. That's weird. That's doing too much. That's womanizing. I guess it's fine if you want to be the kind of person who flirts with everybody, but like, what do you get out of it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I have weird like rules about how to engage with the opposite sex, and sometimes they contradict themselves, sometimes they overlap. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. I don't know. No, I don't work tonight. I work tomorrow night. I had 2 nights off, which is my 2 days off, and then I work 5 days a week. My next 2 days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. You know what I can't draw? I can't draw a horse for my life. I can't draw a horse. I've tried. My horses come out looking like not like horses. I wish I could draw. Maybe I'll start tracing and get better. Yeah, but I'm gonna use this book to like do like lists and notes and all kinds of stuff. My hand is feeling better a little bit. I'm just gonna keep like it's just been swollen. This is the first time it's looked normal in a while. It's still swollen, honestly, technically. Or maybe I just have big fingers. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm racing against time for experiences. Like, I don't want to get to 40, 50, 60, lose myself, and not be able to really enjoy my body anymore. I'd like to keep my teeth. I'd like to keep my sex drive. I'd like to not honestly age. I don't like when people say you're still young because it doesn't mean anything when time is just constantly going forward. People told me I was still young 10 years ago, and now I'm 33. and I still have not done the things that I want to do. And like the way I see it is you could die any day. So like to tell somebody that they have time on their side is a fallacy. You know, people die every day. People die at birth, people die at 10, people die at 20, 30, 40, and 50. So it's not, for me, it's like almost like a cruel joke to like say that, because, and not that I'm saying that's what you meant, but the way I see it, the way I see life in general, and the overarching, you know, time frame that we don't have time. So it frustrates me because the very last thing you can control, really, you can't control other people. I hate when rice gets stuck in my... And then my apartment complex left a note on our door, yet another note. They just love leaving notes. We will be going to every single apartment on the 16th of July, which is today. And they were like, we're going to check everyone's blinds who's broken. Okay, I'm not other people. I don't have pets, and I have a kid who doesn't touch the walls. Like, you don't need to come to my apartment to fix the blinds. Why would you go to every single apartment to check the blinds? Why not just go to the apartments that need their blinds checked? Why would you leave a note on everybody's door for that? You get what I'm saying? Like, plus the maintenance men were downstairs the whole fucking day. So, and then they said they were going to do that till 5 p.m. Well, 5 p.m. has passed. They're way long gone out of the office. And should be off the property at this point. But it's just the principle of like, why stress people out? And then the note was like, we're going to come in no matter what. I don't like that. Like, what you should have said, you should have just messaged the people who were specifically requesting their blinds fixed, okay? Then you should have told them, hey, we're going to come between this time and this time to fix your blinds. Why did that note need to be? That's what I'm saying. Like, every time we get, even if it's a 24-hour notice, which I appreciate, you're supposed to do that. Even if we get a 24-hour notice, like, it's not for everybody. It's kind of stupid because they keep saying that they're going to do these big inspections. Nobody's come to my apartment for an inspection since I first got here. In fact, I don't think they've done it at all. If they did while I was gone, they did it quick because I used to only work 10 to 4. So I would see them when I left my apartment, for work, and I'd see them when I came back from work. Now, throughout the week, I don't see them at all, except for Tuesdays and Wednesdays now when I'm going to be home, or if I'm awake and leaving my apartment for stuff during the day. But I work nights, so I'm always here. So if they needed to get in while I'm here, they could. But I just find it weird that they're always trying to like find ways to like imply that everyone's has to be either present or we're going to come in anyways. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, we have a maintenance request part of our rental website. You go into your resident portal, you can put in a request or you can message her. I just find it weird. Like, why would you put it like that? You're basically saying that everybody's blinds are broken and we're all getting them checked. Like, my blinds are fine. I just moved. Like, if they were broken already, something's wrong. Mind you, I have 4 sets of windows. They better not be fucking broken. What kind of person would I be if all my blinds were broken? And I just moved here in April. I've only been here 3 months. It's been nice. It would have been nice to have furniture in these last 3 months. I still don't have a table. I still don't have a couch. And those are the two. A table, a couch, and a washer and a dryer are like my 4 big priorities right now outside of a car. The car, I'm trying to debate if I need to save for it faster just to get it out the way, or if I should just go ahead and get the things I need for my house. right? Because I feel like real talk, one of my checks could cover a couch. One of my checks could probably cover a table. Two more of those checks could probably cover a washer and a dryer, right? So that's 4 checks to get 4 different things that I need for my house. Those same 4 checks could go into one car. Like that's like 3K for a car, maybe, depending. I just I don't know what's going to be a priority right now. I get paid like twice a month, right? So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're doing here because I get paid tonight. Tonight I have to focus on getting my well, when I get off, well, tomorrow morning, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to get my deposit in a money order, pay my water bill, and then go and pay that. And then I'm going to go get Raymond his key for the apartment. He needs a key fob and a key. The fob is going to open up the outside doors. And then I'm going to I got to find his phone. I have no idea where I put this child's phone. I think it's up here, but I'm not sure. I charged it and then I lost it. So it's somewhere in this house. I don't know. I think it's in my room, but I can't tell. But yeah, I'm trying to decide how I want to distribute my money now because I really would like a washer and a dryer so I don't have to keep going to the laundry room here. But it's not a priority because I have access to a washer and a dryer across the street and in the building. I would like to get a table so we don't have to keep eating in our room or in the kitchen, standing up. But again, not a priority. I would like to get a couch. But again, not a priority. So it's like, damn, do I just get a car? Or do I just save my money? Like, I'm not in a rush to furnish this place. If I were, it would have been done already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally am still getting little things here and there. I'm still using the old pots and pans that I had meant to throw out, whatever. I just don't know what I want to do yet. Because, like, I have a majority of the things that I need. I did really good with the move and not taking any critters here. So I'm really actually proud of myself for that. Like, I look around and I'm like, there's so much relief to not have to like wrap everything up and feel like there's bugs all over you. Like, this is the first time I felt safe and clean in a while. And then, I'm kind of separated from the riffraff of it all. You guys, I can show you this part. I'm not going to show you too much, but I will show you like the flowers down here. Aren't those pretty? This is my apartment. They did a good job making coronary couches. Oh, Lord. Oh, you mean corduroy. I was like, coronary couches. I don't want my couch to give me a heart attack. Oh, no. Yeah, I like the corduroy couches. I'm really considering getting one. I've been wanting one. I don't see a lot of people on TikTok that actually have one that aren't selling them. Like, I don't know. I don't see them in the background of people's TikToks, but I want one. I've been wanting one, so I'm going to get one. I would like pink. I would prefer pink. Only problem is, like, if it gets dirty, it's going to show. But you know what? I said the same thing about when I used to have a dark blue couch. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a dark blue couch so you can't see stains. Guess what does show up on a dark blue couch? White. Yogurt, milk, anything pale or powdery is going to show up. So I was like, oh. And then my orange couch was really nice. The fabric was easy to clean. It was like, it wasn't hot. It wasn't the most comfortable futon, but it was very nice fabric wise. It didn't stain very easily. If the cat scratched it, I could like clip off like the stray strings and it didn't look bad. I would love to get that kind of material again, but something about living here makes me really want like a really cushy couch. I don't know what it is. I think it's just, after dealing with like the horrible conditions I was living in for so long. I really am focused on like comfort and cushiness and fluffiness and just being like cute. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in a new modern home and I want something, a little on trend, even if it doesn't last long. That's the thing about getting trendy furniture. In about 2-3 years, nobody's gonna use it. Like, it's kind of like mid-century modern furniture. It's popular again. Would I say it's contemporary? No. Would I say it's traditional? Absolutely not. Um, and I think sometimes, like growing up, my mom had what I would consider traditional furniture. She did not go for trends. She went for, traditional looks. Actually, no, we had a corduroy couch when I was a kid. I lie. We did have a corduroy couch. Oh my God. We did. It wasn't the style of corduroy you see now. The corduroy that they have now is very like, it's thicker. So whereas corduroy when we were kids growing up was like tiny little lines, the corduroy couches now are more like these rugs. This is what they're like. This is what they're like. It's like almost like a rug material more so. Um, and I'm fine with that. Like I like that style. As long as it's not that Sherpa shit. I can't do Sherpa. When those Sherpa jackets came out, I hated them. I hated those. But I don't mind a couch. That's corduroy. But it's not really corduroy. It's more like fleece-ish. Yeah. Boneless fleece. I can't keep a couch because my cats will scratch it. Instead of a couch, I have my kitchen table. Oh, okay, cool. That's all right. I'm going to end up probably putting the TV on this wall and put the couch here. That way I can have this open. I'm probably going to put like 2 chairs or a chaise lounge over there. I don't know. I still don't know where I'm going to put the dining room table because this whole apartment's very awkward in that, like if you look, I'm trying to turn the camera. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, it was frozen on my end, but this is the area that I have to dedicate to like a table, but it's so close to the bedroom and the bathroom. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to make this the dining area? And if so, I don't know. There was not a lot of oversight as to where we would eat in here. I mean, I've seen apartments like this before and people, get creative. I would need to see somebody else's apartment and what they ended up doing because I don't know. As you guys remember, my last apartment was a little different. Not the gross one, but the one before that where my kitchen started here like this one and then it kept going this way. The fridge and the sink were over there. The stove was over here, I think. Yeah. And then I had like a cabinet here and this was all open. There was no middle part. And then I put my own island there and then I would put the table wherever. This one is like a little bit separated because there's a wall. So like I could put the table right under here, but in my mind, I might just put bar stools. I don't know yet. I don't know because I got those pictures up there. I also would like to get a water cooler and like a wet bar, but I don't know if I can do all that. So we'll see what's going on. We'll get it together. I just want this place to be comfortable and homey and playful, So, but I'm going to get off here and check my bank account. If my money went on, I'm going to Burlington Coat Factory, baby. What time is it? 6:30? I've got like 2 hours. I'm trying to go to Burlington Coat Factory and get like a rug for my bedroom. And then I'm going to pick up all my clothes off the floor, move my bed, sweep, put the rug down, and probably put the big TV in my room. I don't know if I want to get another big TV yet. Has Sergio just fell off the planet? Oklahoma. We're in Ohio. I think you knew that. I think I know what you meant, but I don't know. I have not attempted to reach out to him and find him. I think he's scared. I think he is doing his own thing. He's probably somewhere working. He probably went back to Mexico. I don't know. I don't think he's in California. I don't think he's in Hemet anymore. I don't know that he would want to go back or went back. I know he doesn't have a car, or he might have a car now. I don't know. He's the kind of person, he just goes with whatever the fuck he feels like and then goes and does it. But he's also the kind of person who will sit and do nothing for the longest time. He'll work, but he won't do anything else. He'll work, go home, jack off, and do it all over again the next day until he decides he wants more out of life. So I don't know. I've not reached out to him. I've not tried to call him. I honestly don't even remember his number. It's not saved in my phone. I would have to like look it up. But yeah. That phone might not even be active anymore. I don't know. And he's still using his brother's name on Cash App, which I find bizarre. Like, I've never met anybody who used up, well, there's a couple people I know who do that. Actually, now that I think about it, one of my coworkers uses like a random name, but she goes by another name in real life. We know her real name, but she goes by a third name at work and then an extra name on Cash App. I'm like, why do you have so many damn goddamn names? Like, I go by BrianaLoveW, but that's my screen name for YouTube. It's been that way for years. Actually, I was BrianaLoveW before you all met me. You know, that's a throwback to pre-YouTube. I think I was using that name for just about every account I could make online that required a username. You know what I'm saying? I also find it bizarre that Eugenia never had a screen name. Like, she did for some stuff, right? Like Eugeniac. But that was literally her name and her initial, the letter C. But what I find weird, she always used her whole name. As if she was like already a celebrity or something. I'm glad he's gone too. He was just a shitty person. And like, mind you, if he had just been treated me well and been a good partner, I probably wouldn't have lost the baby. I wouldn't have been, doing things that I was doing and lost the baby. We probably could have had March, April, May, June, July. We would have had a 4-month-old by now. And we would have lived here in this apartment and it would have been beautiful. And all he had to do was be good to me. And he couldn't even do that. It wasn't even that he could have been good to me. I think he weirded me out. I wasn't used to the things he was doing. And people try to say it was autism. It's not autism. He's too old and knows better. Like, he was just making all these weird fucking noises. And then he just had weird reactions to things. Like, there was a lot of stuff you guys didn't see. He'd be out. We would be out. And he would we'd get back to the car or something after getting pizza. And he would be like, people were talking about us. I was like, no, the fuck they weren't. Nobody said anything to us. He's like, yes, they did. You didn't hear them. Okay, and if I didn't hear them, why would it fucking matter? Or I would compliment him. I'd be like, I like watching you wash the car. It's hot. You're so muscular. And I really meant that. And then he'd be like, don't say that out loud. We're in public. It's like he never wanted me to just talk in public or do anything. Yeah, and he would always compare me to Daria. Who does that? I was real lenient with it, but any other time, anyone else, you don't talk about your ex constantly with your new partner. The fuck? How weird. And then he would insult me like, oh yeah, if my dad knew I was dating you, or my brothers knew I was dating you. Mind you, he told his brothers about me, so again, why did it fucking matter? And it's just weird. He's weird. I don't know where he is now. I don't care. I hope he had a seizure. He would have seizures apparently, and he was supposed to be on medication for it. His last address was out here too. He was racist. I don't know why. Like, you of all people, why? I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like a lot of the people that used to watch me died. Because they just like fell off the map. Like, I'm not hard to find online. I'm not active a lot, but I use the same name across a lot of social media. And if I want to be found, I'm easily found. But there's people that I particularly remember that I don't see anymore at all. He was a weirdo. Maybe I turn people off. I don't know. Even people that I don't like that used to come into my streams, I don't see them anymore. I don't know why. It's like I no longer have haters, which is great. And then every now and then some random ass person that goes under the same screen name will pop up out of nowhere. It's so fucking weird. I guess that's what he thought. Like, no, you're getting kicked out. Leave. I told him he had to leave, and he ran to the bathroom and locked the door. Like, what the fuck? He's still active on TikTok, though. Because I can see where he likes videos and what videos he's watched, because he doesn't have that setting turned off. Apparently, they're remaking Dexter, the show. I might watch Nautilus. That actually looks pretty cool. I'm probably going to get off here and watch a movie and go to bed, y'all. But thank you for watching with me. I will update you on the dick situation. It's crazy, too, because, like, most people can meet somebody and fuck them, right? I can't. I don't know why I'm not that person. No, I'm not, like, a hot, sexy girl. I'm not, like, you know, stripper sexy. But I have my appeal. Sometimes I wonder if men think that if they slept with me, it means they're ugly. Because men think like that. They think if they sleep with a girl who they don't find attractive, not that you should sleep with somebody who you don't find attractive. Oh, I don't know. I have a lot of different like opinions and thoughts in my head coming from different sources. So I never know if what I'm saying is okay or not. I know, but I don't. It's a little scary. You should have your own thoughts. These cookies are good. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. It's nice to see you. Welcome. I'm just talking about dumb shit. I'm about to watch a movie and go to bed early because I don't have that privilege anymore now that I'm a manager, a night manager. But if you guys know anybody in the Columbus area who's looking for a night job, I need help at my job. And I will hire you. Well, I can't hire you, but these are my neighbors. I don't know their names, but I like spying on people. They're so cute. I like her dress. I like that she's wearing a waist trainer. She's wearing a waist trainer. Well, some kind of outfit, that's for sure. They just throwing these cigarettes anywhere. Yeah, throw them right in the flowers, ladies. Not that there's grass or sidewalk right there. Don't take the butts with you either. Oh, brick. I watched the menu, and it was interesting. I want to advertise that I'm a local vlog. Oh, fuck, a vlogger, but like sometimes if you make shit too local, you put yourself at risk. I don't want to do that. I do not want to be a target out here because I already have enough problems. But part of me wants to do like local stuff too, to where I can tell people I'm around. Like, hey, I make vlogs. You should watch my vlogs. Honestly, I think I've always done better when I let people discover my stuff naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to remember, it's not just the amount of subs I have now, it's the subs over time since I started making videos specifically about you know who. And view-wise and new watcher-wise, I have gained a huge fucking following. Maybe not cumulatively, but if you look back at every channel I've had and you add up all those subs, I'm not getting repeat subs. I'm getting new subs too, including the whole fiasco last year where I 90-day fiancé'd my way into a fucked up toxic relationship and subsequent loss of a baby. So I can get viewers. It just depends on what the fuck is going on with me and how I talk about it. Because I really did not intend to have people come from other channels and be like, oh my God, you met a complete stranger and you moved him in. Like, I wasn't trying to do that on purpose. I was just talking about my life. Same thing with Eugenia. The very first video I made about her, I wasn't trying to get attention. I was just on my little channel, minding my business, talking. And I just happened to post it, just like TikTok. And what's ironic is before TikTok, that's how people got famous, I guess. Like, you know, we would just be on a camera and put shit out there. We didn't ask people to watch it. It just got watched. And then we got popular and we got lucky. And then we started learning about the algorithm, you know, and recommended bullshit. But at the end of the day, we really, truly were just random out here being lucky. So there's something in me, though. I'm not going to lie, guys. No matter what I'm going through, there's something in me that makes me feel like I will always eventually end up going viral again. I don't know if it's just the way I am and how I present things or what. I don't do it on purpose, because when I try on purpose, it doesn't work. But I think no matter what I do, I will always eventually draw unwanted attention, unintentional attention, I guess. Look at my belly. Oh, God. I'd make a great belly dancer. Actually, no, I don't have that kind of range of motion, but I'm so fat. I'm glad you found me too. I like talking to you guys. Oh, I feel dizzy. I think I eat too much sugar. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and lay down. I may not watch a movie. I might just turn on some ASMR and just like conk out. I'm not super duper tired, but sleeping sounds really fun right now because I have nothing else to do. Oh, this carpet is so cushy. Like, you don't even know. Like, when I put my feet on it, it's just one of those carpets that, like, it's like butter. You know what I mean? It feels like butter. It feels like I'm walking on a bunch of baby ducks. Or like a fresh, brand new puppy. It's a weird comparison, but that's what it feels like. And then it just looks so nice when you do this. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. I'm going to answer all these emails from Craigslist and hopefully I find some dick. The problem is locally when I'm messaging these men, they're all like 45, 50. And then we get to talking and the ones that I pick out that I, vet. And maybe I meet them, maybe I don't. But the ones I meet, usually fucking creeps, man. And like, I just want one normal person to just dick me. Like, I don't want them to be creepy or weird or do too much or do too little. Like, just a normal sized dick and a normal guy with a normal hygiene who just finds me attractive enough to fuck, Looking at my door. And like, I finally feel like I'm somewhere safe and clean that I can make that happen, right? Like, he's not going to come into my apartment and be like, ugh, like roaches. Mind you, I did have maybe one or two guys come over to my last apartment and I got it clean enough that they didn't notice. I'm not proud of that, but anyways, I don't even know why I said that. I'm not a nasty person. I'm messy. And when it does get organized, it looks very nice and it smells nice. And I just want a nice experience with a guy in my apartment. Because, sometimes when you finally get to a safe place, you feel sexier. And that's part of it for me. Like, I'm in a beautiful home and I feel sexy again. I feel like safe and sexy because when I don't feel safe, I don't feel sexy. I don't feel like fucking when my neighbors are threatening to murder each other upstairs and screaming bloody murder. I don't feel sexy when there's roaches running around my apartment. Like, I didn't feel good about myself when I lived with Sergio because not only was he treating me bad, but we lived in a bad situation. He didn't mind, but I think he did a little bit. He just was weird. I don't know. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later and we'll figure this life out, I guess. Bye.